There are many ways to make money online, but webinars may be one of the best ways. Webinars are a type of online meeting where people come together to listen and potentially buy something, usually a product or service. It can be done through video conferencing, audio conferencing, or a combination. The word webinar is derived from web and meeting. You may be aware that you don't need a pricey website, a lot of traffic, or lengthy sales cycles to succeed with webinars. While these factors do aid in increasing conversion rates, they're not required for success with webinars, since the fact that it's live means you can't hide anything. The percentage of people who take an action after reading your email is about 1 to 2%, whereas the rate at which individuals attend a webinar is 10 to 15%. That indicates that if you have 100 individuals in your live webinar audience, you'll probably convert 10 to 15 of them into customers. Why do webinars work? To get started, you must first understand why webinars are useful. Webinars are live events where individuals can participate from their homes or wherever they choose. Typically, there is only one presenter who goes through a PowerPoint presentation to educate the audience on something. Most of the time, there's a sales pitch at the end for a course, a book, or coaching. You're not talking with a speaker during a live call, rather you're just watching from your computer and may comment in the chat area. Webinars are extremely helpful sales tools because your viewers can see and hear you. Simply put, we believe in individuals that can watch and hear. How to get people to sign up for your webinar. The most important part of a successful webinar is the presentation. You want to present it well so that people will learn something from it. The following is a breakdown of the 3 components that make up every webinar: the introduction, the main points, and the sales pitch. Within the introduction, 1. Introduce yourself as someone who has expertise in the given topic. 2. Establish your strategy as a world of possibilities that no one else had thought about. 3. Remind readers that they too can achieve success through case studies. The first thing you must do when presenting a webinar is introduce yourself. Take a couple of minutes to describe who you are and why your audience should pay attention to what you have to say. The aim here is to establish rapport, earn the confidence of your listeners, and build trust in them. Do this by sharing your name and company and the reason you are trustworthy. Show them the benefits. After the introduction, it's time to discuss the benefits that come from attending your presentation. You may either repeat everything on your webinar sign-up page by saying it differently. Make sure that they're motivated to stick to the end, because this is when you'll be pitching to them. Say something like, "At the end of this webinar, I'll show you how I can help you rank your website on the first page of Google, which is £1,000 in value." Show them the problem. You must make it clear to them exactly what the issue is, that the product that you will eventually pitch to them will address, as well as how much of an impact the problem has on them. How is this problem hurting people? You want to look for someone who is the cause of this problem. This person will be the one to blame. The unfortunate reality is that, for the most part, it's the people's fault for creating their difficulties. But condemnation speeches about individuals' flaws do not sell well. Therefore, you need to identify an adversary against whom you may impute blame and simply tell your prospect, it's not your fault. Future pacing. Here is where you will build a good relationship with people. This is where you explain to them that they are not the only ones who have had difficulties with this issue. You too have experienced it. In this portion, you want to demonstrate that you're like them until you discovered a solution, which you don't describe yet, that's given incredible results for you. You want to demonstrate this to them by illustrating their future success through your accomplishments and painting a picture of their life without the issue. The above scenario represents how there's a shift in the motivation of your audience. They're no longer afraid of you, but trust has yet to be earned. Now they respect you, you're interested in this fresh opportunity, and are somewhat persuaded they can do well. How to deliver your main webinar content. This is where you should deliver the substance of your presentation. The major reason why your audience joined up for your presentation was to learn what you promised on the webinar sign-up page. Now it's time to provide. In essence, this material should accomplish a few objectives. You should continue to show that you understand this subject. Demonstrate how you love something by showing your enthusiasm. Demonstrate that you're a real, genuine, trustworthy, fantastic individual. Provide value. Usually simple, what to do information, but avoid the how to do it end of things. There's a fine line between offering value and providing filler material. be sure you're cautious about that. Webinars are about breaking down barriers to purchase. Russell Brunson. Make a list of 3 most serious obstacles you can come up with why someone might not buy your course, and create a presentation that discusses each of them in detail. Here are some obstacles commonly faced if you're in the photography niche. 1. You need a good eye to be great at photography. 2. Everyone is a photographer these days, it's crowded. 3. Proper equipment is really expensive. After you've completed your major presentation, which should take around 15 to 20 minutes, it's time for the sales section. You need around 50 slides here. Time for your solution. Now that you've laid down a strong case for your product, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of selling. Of course, your product is the solution to the problem you've previously discussed. However, you don't want to make the connection just yet. Instead, you want to present the answer as a standalone entity, explain it, and then connect it with your product or service. You should include a testimonial or 2 from someone who has used your product and had great benefits from it at this stage. Testimonials are one of the best ways to convince people to buy products. A testimonial is someone who tells you how great a product or service is and what they gain from using it. Closing the sale. This is the moment to present the product that will provide your attendees with the answer you've been discussing, as well as to display and explain each of the components of the product, their value, and how they will benefit your audience if they buy it. This is where you would also display and demonstrate the value of your bonus for attendees. This is when you should add up all the benefits and show them how much it should cost, and then show them how much you'll charge if they order right now. It's time to make the move from stating your argument to selling after you've finished with your 3 most important points. Before you can sell anything, you must first ask an easy question of your audience. Would you feel confident in your ability to succeed as a X if you followed all of what I instructed you to do in this webinar today? I would fill in that box with photographer based on the previous example I mentioned. Perhaps you're instructing clients on how to invest in stocks or real estate, for example. Make sure you ask them the correct question, then go in to explain how there's a lot more to it than that, and that you've created a product that covers the whole process from beginning to end. Add urgency to your webinar. The last stage is to convey your guarantee to your audience and demonstrate that you believe in your product and think they will like it. So you're willing to give a 10-day, 1 month, 1 year money-back guarantee. They may also get a refund if they are dissatisfied with the goods. It's now the time to post your sales link and provide some momentum for them to buy your product immediately after you've gone through the guarantee slide. Have you considered a webinar for your product or services? Let us know in the comments below and consider subscribing for more weekly videos on making money online.